Flashing lights warning. Radical 90s ahead. Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! How y'all doing today? Streaming at an unusual date and time once again, but you know, that's just kind of how we roll over here. We're gonna be doing some good old Roundup today. We got D-Bomb in the house.
Rosie. Almost 2 years of peak Rosie content. Let's fucking go see.
Wow. Have I really been peak the whole time? I was hoping to go even higher, honestly, you know. SMD Roundup is what we're doing today. We're gonna be playing on an emulator, unlike last time, because the amount of like technical bullshit I had to deal with running all these games on a flash card was just a bit too much. But then I realized I haven't really emulated Genesis games in a long time because I haven't had to. So I actually had to like figure out if this emulator is like set up properly. I guess we'll find out. I might have to adjust a few things as we go along, you know? We have 22 games for you today, starting in 1990. Let's check them out. I'm using Ares, which I don't usually do, but I realized like I don't really have like a Mega Drive emulator like set up. So I was just like, this will work probably. So hopefully it does. Okay, I guess I can't run ROMs in an archive. Let me try that. I can deal with that real quick. Well, at least you got some good fucking music to keep us company. The Sega Mega Dega. Wow. Genesis. You know that thing where you walk into a room and then you forget what you were doing there? I just had that with going into a folder. I accidentally went to the Nintendo folder and I was just like, what was I doing here again? Alright, our first game is called Zoom! Let's check it out. As always, let me know if the frame rate and the dingles and the bingles and the sound are all good. Oh, I guess this pauses when you're like non to window. Can I turn that off? I don't like it. Okay, also the game's just sitting there. That's, Or is it because I'm in the menu? Oh! Oh, it's this fucking game. Watch out for fallen logos. Yeah, I would like to turn that off so I can fucking do things without it pausing. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Huh? Can't find it. If the bingus isn't good, you should probably just give up. Okay, seriously, it's so annoying that it pauses when I'm gonna go into the drop-down menu and adjust something. But I can't find an option to turn that off. There has to be one, right? There has to be. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up that you can't do that. Oh well, I'll deal. Just pretend I'm playing Doom, I guess. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'll just try to stay uninterrupted. I'm actually using a wireless Saturn pad to try and stick with the feel somewhat. Stage 1! Whoa! It's Airwolf. Okay, so I guess I'm trying to make shapes or something? I'm not really sure. Like, the reason I've heard of this game before, or at least recognized it... Ah, okay, you gotta, like, get it on all sides, each square. That seems... It's because of that. It's not because of the gameplay. How are wireless pads? Well, this one seems to work pretty good. I think nowadays they know how to do this stuff good without getting any sort of lag or anything. I'm glad the game's telling me that I'm supposed to come on. I thought I was just gonna sit there. Okay. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get out of that situation. Like, how am I supposed to know which direction it's gonna go? If there's not like an easy Pac-Man cheat sheet for the behavior of this thing. I guess it just comes after me? Oh man, it's really hard to judge if you're touching him or not. I thought I could get through that. This game is called Zoom. Also, hey Alcazar. Just gotta try to lead him away, I guess. Oh my god! It's exploding! It's not what I meant to do at all! But yeah, this is a licensed wireless Saturn pad that has like a USB dongle and one that you can, you know, put into a Saturn, obviously. I'm used to it by now. After that fucking princess incident, which was not my fault. I wonder if there's like a specific, like, sort of movement you can... Oh, okay, so if they're frozen, you still can't touch them. Alright, okay. Anyway, what I was trying to say is... having to, like, get each square individually like this doesn't necessarily seem like it would really promote the best flow, so I gotta figure... I was holding right. Ah, 2 players. So I guess you can, like, take turns, is how the 2-player works. Okay, let me try that again. Also, I didn't see, like, a password option or anything, so I guess you gotta do this whole thing on one continue. But yeah, if there was a way to, like, you know, do it like Quicks... Why is the music like this now? What's happening? Also, I get what they're going for with the perspective, but it just makes it really hard to see what you're doing if you're back there.
Come on, boy.
Shut up.
Come on, boy.
Ah. Like, I guess if you get everything, like, horizontal and then vertical, you could get a whole bunch, but... that depends on the level shape, so I don't know.
Come on, boy.
Shut up! Why is he even saying that? That's the thing I know about this game, is that he says, "Come on, boy," constantly. I can't skip that countdown, by the way. Whoop. Whoa. Yeah, see, here you have no choice but to just like, oh god. This is really hard to control.
Come on, boy.
Okay, I pushed up. Can you not? You can go in the opposite direction, right? Hold on. Yeah. It just ate my input, I guess. For fuck's sake! It really doesn't look like I should get hit there! And also, like, that makes it, like, so annoying to play. Having, like, no leeway, because then it's just like, you're just gonna be waiting it out all the fucking time because shit like that happens. Like, I'd like to be able to get a fucking move on in a game like this. Pac-Man wouldn't do that to me. So yeah, that's kind of butt. Next game is Shove It! The Warehouse game. It's Sokoban. But I guess you gotta get that 90s Sega attitude in there, you know? You know, Sokoban, you know, I think it just means warehouse worker. But you know, maybe make something that's a little more indicative of what you're doing for the Western audience. So, you know, Nintendo's gonna be like, Boxel, because it's boxed and it's a puzzle. And then Sega has to be like, no, this is a hardcore warehouse worker. Shove it! The warehouse game. Chill music, though. I guess you can make your own levels, too. That's pretty cool. Yep. We got that standard Sokoban layout. Oh, this is so MS-DOS. Like, I know the sound chip in the Genesis is pretty similar to, like, the old, Adlib and Sound Blaster cards, but this seems specifically so MS-DOS, this music. It somehow feels weird that you gotta press start to make the thing go away. I mean, it makes sense. You press start to start, but like, I don't know. Anyone know what I'm feeling right now? It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm gonna do this, I would probably play the Game Boy version. Also, is it really necessary to see this animation for this, like, bite-sized puzzle kind of setup, you know? I'm already tired of that animation. I can't imagine having to play like every level in Sokoban and having to watch him do that every time. Like, I get it. Anyway, these are the same freaking levels like in every Sokoban port, so I think you get the point. Man, I really just wish that I could turn off the pausing thing. Well, if you can't, I guess we'll just have to get a different emulator for next time. But I really hope this one would just fucking do everything I need it to. Unless it's like specific emulator options or some crap like that. I don't know. It's very annoying. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. Next game. Oh, we got Sorcerian next. So this is a classic Falcom game. This version, well, most versions really, are Japan only. I think you could get some ways into this because there is a bunch of English text regardless. Like this right here. Chaotic Claw, welcome to chat. Shove it too, where the sun don't shine. Light sensitive product. Ah man, the box is in my hands. Box tie. Got it. People called these men. People called these men. So I think I'm not gonna have to go through making a party. I think you can have, like, pre-made sample characters, yeah. Wait. Good night. Okay, you still gotta, like, put them in your party, I think. I always appreciate with a game like this that when there are just pre-made characters, because even though they're probably not going to be good or necessarily, like, appropriate for your playstyle, it allows you to get in there quickly when you're new to the game instead of having to make a whole bunch of choices based on information you don't have. Yeah, I'm doing this kind of thing for a lot of retro systems. I am very excited that I finally got to the Genesis, the Mega Drive, depending on where you live. Because I quite like this console, but there are so many games on it that I don't even know about. Okay, so basically, you know, we got our characters, and you can pick a scenario here. Oh, okay. I guess I missed the option to go into town and, like, buy stuff. So I'm probably in trouble, but yeah, you just kind of run like this, and there's... and then your B button is for spells. And then you can use C to change who's in the lead. So yeah, like a lot of, like, old Falcom games, combat's a bit silly like this. You just kind of brrr at them. It's like East 3. Yeah, I grew up in Europe, so it was the Mega Drive then, but people just called it the Sega, to be honest. It was like, alright, you got the Sega, and then they made the Dreamcast, and then there was like this weird thing in between that no one talked about. I actually love the Saturn, but that is the... Look at this movement. You gotta understand, this is like an early PC game in Japan, so... that's why it's like this. But I live in the US now, so I've just kind of gotten used to saying Genesis. Hey, Gavin! What's shaking? Yeah, get out of here, bat! Also, I believe we got some Yuzo Koshiro music in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So that's rad. But even if it's not him, like, Falcom games just have fucking good music, you know? That's just been like a constant of the universe. So, you know, obviously if you don't know Japanese, you're gonna not understand what some of the text is, but I don't think it's so text heavy that you wouldn't be able to, like, you know, have a guide that tells you like, oh, this is the translation, and then you'd be able to go. Because it's mostly just like, you know, either just like, this is the context of the scenario. How do you do that? You like this? I don't know. Oh God, I can't get him. I just gotta jump. Oh, no! One of my gals died. Bernie Stoller can eat shit. Yup, that's also a constant of the universe. So now that I've done a few of these, like, late in the week kind of setups for streams, what do y'all think about it? What are your preferred days for me to stream? Okay. Okay. Text, when I don't already roughly know what something is supposed to say, if it's only kana, I immediately just like go like, whoop. I mean, that becomes a problem with kanji too, when there are a bunch of kanji I don't know. But then it's at least easier to get like a bunch of the core words and be like, oh, okay, it's probably saying something like this, you know? But when it's just kana, you have like nothing to grab onto if you don't know the words. Whew. Get out of here, Wolfman. I need keys. If I remember correctly, there's like a dying soldier dude here somewhere. Could have been... What? I wonder if that is... But I somehow doubt it's gonna, like, explain that. Oh yeah, we do have spells. I guess I can't use Resurrect yet, though. Also, that's just funny, isn't it? That, like, some of the spells and stuff are in English, but some of them aren't? I don't remember how it is on the PC 98, or 88, or... I don't know. I played an APC version of this briefly at one point, and there was quite a bit of English text there, and I don't know if it was the same with the spells as here. What? Am I going backwards right now? I think I might be going backwards. Really gotta stand right in front of the door like that. But yeah, I think there's like a dying dude that you can find, and then he will tell you like where to go or give you a key or something like that. But I seem to have missed him, so I looped around. Ah! Couldn't see that, I was going too fast. Ah! Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Yep, yeah, that's Falcom, alright. Okay, here is the thing to go into the city, but all my dudes are dead, so there's no one to go into the city. But you should probably go there, you can buy items and stuff. Anyway, this game's pretty cool once you get into it. Cause it's just kind of got that like that old school vibe of like the game is the game. Like you got your party, you go on quests. Your characters actually like age and everything. So like if you like play like a really long time, you might have to like get like new characters. I think there's like a way to be immortal or something. There's a really good video on this by Baseman Brothers. You should check that out if you think this game looks interesting. Alright, next up is Pat Riley Basketball. Also known as Super Real Basketball. Oh man, look at how real that is. Look at his face! Why is he making that face? Why has he got like one evil eye? That is a Matt Smith chin right there. Yeah, let's put it on the easiest because I'm bad at these games. Exhibition, please. Wow, so many places to go. Okay, I'm picking my team. I thought I was going somewhere because there's a map, you know? Sure, whatever. I don't know. Okay. Off to a great start. No! Okay, so we've played games before on Roundups where they try to do the whole like cinematic shot camera thing. And this one is definitely the best so far with that. I gotta learn the timing for the shoot. Oh man. Whoa. That freaking thing was going all over the place with the speed. Look at that. It like changes. That's not fair. It just goes faster when I go to hit it. What the hell is that shit? I'm hitting the button like too fast now. Because I'm like, I don't know exactly at what point you can trigger the shot. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. I just don't really understand the controls yet. So I don't know how to. Ah! You can't just do that. Give that to me. It's mine now. You really got to be ready for that. There was a whole mess of dudes there, and I wasn't really sure what was happening for a moment. Okay, it's B. It's... I guess it makes sense. It is B-ball. It's kind of awkward to have your primary action on the middle button, but you know, I get all particular about the button placement. Megasis games. There you go. It's a Genesis ass sound effect, I gotta say. They freaking Rasengan that thing. Is that allowed? Okay, so okay, now that I know it's B, I know that you can do it at any time. It's just when you get close is when you get that like control, like you're playing a golf game. All right, all right. Okay, there you have to use C for some reason, which is weird. Is it actually possible to get it in like that, or... Ah. Love how the enemies keep passing to me. really appreciate it. Man, that timing is freaking crazy, dude. That would take a lot of getting used to. Because it's not something where you can just try it over and over. Like, you gotta get back into the situation and learn to do it. Next game is the New Zealand story. I think did we play the NES version of this recently? Or was that PCE? I'm pretty sure we played a version of this. Oh no, he's coming! He just puts them in a bag. Fucking chill out for a moment, please. You don't even get a chance to get your bearings. You just come out. Oh my god. Oh no. I ran out of shoot. What the? What is this thing that I have? Well, I can go up. Help me! I'm just as good at it as I was last time. What is the appropriate way to tackle this? This also feels a little weird with like jumping on B and shooting on C. I feel like I would switch that personally. Okay. This one doesn't go anywhere, it's heavy. Oh, okay, I gotta go between. I thought those were in the background. It's really rude to put that there, honestly. I guess there is kind of a clue, because it's like the only one where there's not an up. I just happened to choose the wrong one, I guess. You can't get me! I'm free! Yeah! Go into Lemming's door. Do it. By the way, how's my mocap today? Because I'm actually wearing my glasses for once. And I don't know if that's like messing anything up. You don't have as much air control as I thought. Oh, come on. It's like that Wizards and Warriors thing from last time. Okay, next game is called Air Diver. Dives in the air. I guess if you're in the air, you don't gotta watch out for the seismic. Top secret briefing! You've been selected for a mission of the utmost secrecy. The details of this mission have been Don't leak it. Unknown terrorist organization. The Middle East. The world is being held hostage. They just got the entire globe in a bunker with a rope around it. Please don't be like a... Okay, maybe it'll be like Afterburner, which I'm still not good at, but I'd have a better time than those like freaking simulation games. Oh, okay, I gotta like... Mission achievement 60%. Never tell me the odds. Oh god, it's one of these. Alright. How do I stay up? Do I just gotta go like this? Oh god. Yeah, you just gotta hold up. If you stop holding up, you fucking go to the ground. Okay, so this doesn't seem to be like as like freaking in-depth as I was fearing, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really like having most of the screen obscured by the HUD. Like, you know, it's trying to be immersive, but the brain doesn't work like that. If you were actually in a fighter jet, like, your brain would not, you would not be noticing that, like, a lot of what you're seeing at all times is this. The brain has a way of filtering out what you need at any split second. That's why you don't constantly see your nose. Because you don't need to know that. So unless you're focusing on the fact that your nose is on your face, you don't see your nose. It's there. It's in your field of vision. No, it's like telling someone that they're breathing manually. Alright. So, what does this do? Is this like a boost? Is that what that is? Is there a way to just, like, do, like, a freaking, like, turn in the air? Is it still a U-turn if you're going vertically? Or is that only if you're going horizontally? You can't see your nose because your dad stole it when you were 2. That's horrible. That's the worst thing I've ever heard about your dad. We've lost the air diver! Oh no. I mean, that's probably okay. Next game's called Target Earth. It's also known as Assault Suit Lanos. And I believe the Japanese version has like a bunch more story and stuff that they, you know, they just did that classic thing of just cut it all out. We don't have to translate it. I don't know if there's any other like aesthetic differences or anything. I don't know that much about it, but I know that there was a big deal about like making like an accurate retranslation. Screw you, fast satellite! I'm sending all these diamonds down to Earth. Well, they did it. They targeted Earth. We won. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's see how it plays first before I start messing with that. Raid on Ganymede. Oh wait, this looks familiar. Did we play a version of this too? Oh god. Enemy forces are approaching. Ganymede base. Okay. I can just select them all, I guess. Yeah, this seems really familiar. I'm almost positive we played a version of this already. What is the music doing? I guess those are friendly? I don't know. I can't destroy him. Enemy warship has passed the D line! I just kind of assume you gotta destroy everything, but they're color-coded. Which makes sense. Are these guys actually helping me, or are they just walking around? Oh no, I ran out of that. Oh. I'm having a lot of luck destroying that thing. Okay. I'm dying! And that's bad! You guys chill for just a sec, I'm trying to get through. Oh god. I'm gonna need a way to get more guns. Oh. Ranger X at home? Well, first of all, that game doesn't exist yet for a few more years. But also, not really. It's battle time! If I'm losing ammo so much, it almost feels like I should just be, like, ignoring the enemies, even though the objective is to, like, frickin' repel this raid. Like, there's gotta be some way to replenish your ammo. Okay, that did replenish somehow. I don't know what I did to make that happen. I don't remember picking anything up or anything. So did the warship, like, already pass me, or what, were they just telling me, like, it was just like a mid-level update of like, oh yeah, this is what you're gonna be doing. Oh, is that it? Is that the warship? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Did I do it? Yay! Okay, now I just gotta figure out how to do things like that without losing most of my health. You can go to Earth, they're targeting it. Okay, why would I ever not want to select the... Oh, you're gonna have so many weapons eventually that you wouldn't have that? You can't just do that? Because otherwise, why would I not just want every weapon? Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop, hop. Yay! They're helping. Still getting my ass kicked though. It almost kind of seems like you shouldn't really like get into combat when you can avoid it. Which is interesting. Again, I got replenished somehow and I don't know what I did to do that. Need the manual for this. Whoa! We've been hit! Ah! Yeah, that guy was hardcore. I mean, damn. Fuck with the blue dudes. Too powerful. He was like, oh man, I'm getting out of here. Maybe I should try not to get hit. Thought maybe I could just touch it anywhere or like get on top or something. Take off! I mean, that's your job. You look like the captain, dude. Alright. I think if I can figure out how the hell this works, then that will be cool. So check it out. That's Target Earth or Assault Suit Lanos. Next up we have Actual Afterburner. Whoa! Balls! This is the same technology that would go on to make the King Kai planets in Sonic 3. It's so soft. I seem to just be shooting. Is that... I don't think that's... Is that normal? I don't remember it doing that when I played it in the arcade. I guess that's one less thing to do. Now I can focus on dying! Yeah, the sound is a little less impressive than in the arcade, but... I mean, I guess that's that's to be expected, but... I'm really noticing what a detriment that is to this specific game. I mean, the arcade version was so intense they had to take the melodies out of the songs because they made it too busy. Answer Dragoon thing. Bop. Is that how that works? You just have a ship that pats your ship's head, and then your weapons are refilled? Oh no. Ah, it's okay, we got another plane right here. You just teleport it in there. We have the technology. Man. Gotta stay on your toes. It's weird, you don't press start to continue, it just pauses the game. Damn. Oh, we got the cool music. I made it far enough for the cool music. No! You can't hit me when I have the cool music? Those orchestra hits, I remember a lot of emulators playing those at the wrong pitch for some reason. So there's like versions of the soundtrack you can find on YouTube where it's just like completely off key. And then people are like, what the fuck? How could Sega like allow this to ship? And it's like, well, they didn't. That's not what it sounds like on the actual thing. Reload! But yeah, that's Afterburner. I know he's heard that was a really bad port, but it does the job. Alright, next we got James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, also just known as Final Blow, because Japan doesn't have all these endorsement deals. Man, trying to digitize photos on these old consoles is just asking for trouble. Look at this Atari-ass menu right now. Like, wow. Dynamite Joe. I love the difference in detail where it's just like, yeah, here's just these dudes we made up. And then there's this guy. Well, obviously I gotta be Dynamite Joe. Have you seen what they did to Tim Curry in Home Alone 2? Yeah, I mean, that's just proving my point, isn't it? Alright. Very quiet game all of a sudden? Which is weird. What kind of boxing match has the crowd just like be completely silent? If you at least played some music, then you'd be able to hide the lack of crowd noise. And that might be preferable so the sound isn't just like... You know? There don't seem to be like different blows of different height, which, unless I'm missing something there. It just kind of seems to, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Like, you do this to block low, but like, how do you... I did a high one. Like, okay, so B you can do high. But A, you can't, I guess, because that seems to be the same. Do I just smash buttons? What do I do? Well, whatever I did, it was wrong. When the boxer gets knocked flat by an uppercut from hell and the crowd just politely golf claps. Okay, so what's going on is you press up or down, and then you're just kind of stuck with that height until you change it. That's what was confusing me. Although I can't really tell the difference very well between these two. But it's more obvious with the Bigu punch. It goes so fast, and there's like no motion blur, so it's actually really hard to see what's happening. Are any of my punches doing anything? It seems like you gotta get a lot of hits for that bar to go down. Okay, that works. How'd you get up? Tell me your secret! You gotta press that low block button like really deliberately. Like if you just kind of like try to go fast, it doesn't really register. Oh god. He's back! I love how it was just like, fight! Like, is that a thing in boxing where if you, like, don't do anything for too long, you just get, like, penalized or something? Dynamite Joe's Glass Joe before he suffered all the losses. Well, we might see his one win if I can get good. So the colors on this are pretty drab, but I imagine this was pretty impressive at the time. You know, if like the NES was like what everyone was used to, and then you get these huge sprites. That had to be pretty cool. Of course, huge sprites aren't everything, because the PC Engine tried the same thing. Woo! We did it! That was Glass Joe's one win. And now I have to stop playing or I'll break canon. Yeah! Alright, next game. We got Darwin 4081. I guess he came back, or will come back in the future. Data East. Oh, we got like a dragon man person thing? I don't know what that is. Oh man, this is just like the Revenge of Shinobi menu right here. Laser, bomb, laser, laser, bomb, bomb, laser, rapid on. Yes, thank you. I'm a fan of that. I'm not a fan of having to do fucking this. Okay, good, off to a good start. That's because I was illustrating a point. Okay, so I recently read something about how, like, a lot of old games like this will have, like, the blinking shadows because the CRT will, like, blur it out. And I'm like, I've never noticed that in a game. And now I'm racking my brain trying to think of a game that did that I played on a CRT. Okay, let's try it again. Let's mulligan. Okay. Let's take a bit of a... Are these bad? Like... Sometimes they say E, but then also they're skulls, so I don't know if that's supposed to be like, this will make you deadlier, or what. Okay, it's a bomb in a sense of, like, you shoot onto the ground. Okay, it's one of those games. Like... Okay, that is good, right? I think? I don't really know what that did. A lot of shine on those ground pimples. I don't know what those are. Supposed to be. Damn, this crocodile stopped me from getting those power-ups. It's really rude of them. Yeah, frickin' I got DNA. I guess that's where the Darwin thing comes in, maybe. I don't know what it does. Whoa! Okay. Brr, 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 brr. I just noticed they have like a crosshair, which seems a little unnecessary in a game like this, but... It keeps making me think there's like an enemy bullet following me, honestly. I wanted to know what that was! Man, you really gotta be like trying your hardest to get those freaking power-ups without dying in this. What the fuck? Am I shooting... Am I shooting pickles? What the hell am I looking at? Okay, I don't know if there's any logic to what weapon you get from these power-ups. It all just seems a little arbitrary, which is maybe not what you want. It doesn't seem like they're linear upgrades to me, at least. What the fuck was that noise? Also, why does it say pister? What is a pister, guys? What does that mean? It goes beep and then you have a pister? Okay, the problem is that these power-ups fucking fly off out all over the place. It's bad enough when they do the wavy shit, but these power-ups are just like deliberately trying to avoid you, which... What the hell? That's not fun. Now I avoided the power-ups. Elegantly done. Yeah, it's kind of hard and weird. It's not bad, I guess. All right, next up we have the infamous, the unique Phantasy Star 3: Generations of Doom. And you might be like, Rosie, didn't you play Phantasy Star 2 last time? How is there already a sequel? You'll see. Wait, 91? I guess it took a longer time to get localized, but we're going by the earliest release dates, so. So I really like the concept of this game. It's right up my alley. But as you'll see, it really needed a bit more time in the oven, you know? The legends of the past shape our lives and those of our children. One such legend is of a struggle that almost destroyed our world. The names of Horakio and Laia echo down through the years, still inspiring love and hatred, even now, 1,000 years after their tragic deaths. Their conflict wiped out civilization and left the survivors in a world of mutated creatures and warring pockets of men, not those again. Into this shattered world you are thrust, to live or die, by your sword and your wits. Well, I don't have any wits, so the sword's gonna have to do it. Yeah, the music's good. Except when it's being freaking weird, but you'll see. Okay, so we are this guy. Reese. I think his name's Kane in the Japanese version, because I don't know, they changed all the names for some reason. We're gonna get used to games that put their stuff on A. Here, right now, we just gotta go to Castle. You can see they're trying to do that trick of like, look, the graphics are better because they are more desaturated. Realism. Yeah? But instead, no, it just looks drab. And it's gonna get worse. Look at this castle. Wow. Much royal. Really makes, it just really feels like a lived-in place. Oh man, that's shimmering. Dong dong! It just happens around her. Oh, you're honored. He looks pretty pissed about it, though. Perhaps someday we'll find out where I'm from and who I am. They probably should have had that info. Wait, wasn't there like an intro thing where they show her washing up on the beach? Did I make that up? Did I like generate that in my brain because I know that's what the backstory is? Oh yeah, no, I'm familiar with the programming, and I love that if you do break the game, oh, you gotta wait at the title screen. Whoop! I'll be taking this! Filthy Iraqians, Maya will not be yours! Whoop! No! Return her, you foul dragon spawn of Laia! I'll find Maya if I have to search forever! I'll take the army. Oh, okay, he gets a name tag now all of a sudden. Don't be a fool, no one's seen a lion for over 1,000 years. Just now, though. Just go cool off in the dungeon. That's what a dungeon's for, right? It's really just a fancy word for man cave. You put the pool table down there, all your retro consoles, your bitchin' 80s stereo system. So, I quite like this game, but it's complete trash. It is, even by the standards of Phantasy Star and old Sega games, this was so rushed that it barely holds together. Also, like, half the story's missing. I'm not sure how much of that is a translation thing, and how much of that is just, oops, we ran out of time to actually put the story in, so... A lot of this you gotta get from the manual, and then there's this delightfully batshit doujin from the character designer, which really needs to be seen to be believed. It's incredible. I'm Lena. I'll help you escape. Follow me. See, D-Bomb? They're acting like you don't know her. Is that the translation doing that? Did you ever read Who It Implies Marries Lena If You Marry Maya? Oh yeah, like Reese's secret brother, right? Who I swear is once all over, definitely. But yeah, she's supposed to be like your childhood sweetheart who you were betrothed to. And then, you know, mysterious blue-haired woman washes up on the beach. And, you know, if you know your RPGs, you know it's always a great idea to get with the mysterious blue-haired woman, because nothing bad will happen. Make them pay for this, Prince. I guess after I was put in the dungeon, the king immediately went out and was like, yo, some shit's going on. You can marry your relatives in like medieval fantasy royals. Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Yeah, I probably want to be equipped with that. This is your map. But yeah, the idea of this game is that you're going through these like different generations. So you know you're playing Risa's story right now, and then you get to choose who to marry, as D-Bomb just told you. And, you know, based on that, you go to, like, a new scenario with like, the kid that you had, which is different. And then there's the third generation after that, because you can choose who to marry again. Which is a really cool idea. But unfortunately, they had, like 2 bytes on this cartridge, and, like, 3 hours to make the game, so... So it really just does not... Love that battle music. So good. Okay, so in Phantasy Star 2, you had that weird thing where, like, you do several turns automatically in a row unless you, like, press a button to cancel out of it. And here it's more specifically just like, okay, you can just choose to go or to just do one, which is neat. There's no real indication of what you're supposed to do, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go in this direction here. I think, you know, the music is sort of dynamic. You know, just like in the previous game, you've got this thing where you can, like, choose your things manually or just auto battle. And I'm glad they went with icons this time, so that you don't have to be like, what is STG? What's that? And it does make battles go pretty fast, which is good. Because, oh man. Moose! Uh-oh. Moose is kicking. Oh no! Moose killed me! No, we can't have that. Oh, I don't have rewind in this. Well, crap! I wanted to show you the android girl, the robot girlfriend, but we couldn't get to her because I died, and I don't know. Is there rewind in this? Hold on. Okay, it's not bound to anything. If I do that now, will it work? No, it doesn't really seem to do anything. Maybe you gotta, like, enable that? Okay, yeah, you gotta turn it on first. Unfortunately, of course, it was not saving the history, so... You gotta talk to someone in that town across the bridge before she shows up. Oh. Well, should I do that? You know, with RPGs, you always run into the problem of it takes a long time to really get to things. What do you all think? Should I play more of that or move on? But man, I dislike when RPGs do this thing where it's like, oh, you need to do this thing for this other arbitrary thing to happen. Like, sometimes it can work because it's specifically like, oh, you gotta wait for time to pass, but there's no time system in most games, so instead it's just like, find something else to do, and then time passes. Sure. But when it's literally just like, oh, no, you need someone to tell you about this thing, and then it appears. You can't just blunder into that. Well, I'm mostly just like, you know, I don't want to, like, do the same thing again. So, I don't know. What does everyone else think? I could come back to it later, maybe. Style Blade! Oh, Japanese. Sailor Moon. Oh, that's just the icon of the emulator. The year is 2030. We've decided to color code all the countries. We've painted their entirety to make it easier to understand what's going on. Oh yeah. Oh man, the beat stopped. I want more of that beat. Okay, well, I can't read all that, but clearly there's a whole lot. Moving adventure, Blade. There's an intricate plot going on. I love that it tells me that it's on the Mega Drive, because otherwise I'd be confused right now. Oh, this is our very own Kaiose. That's Neptune. And also King Kai's planet. Which is twice I've brought up King Kai's planet today. I'm still on my Dragon Ball kick, so... Move Zig for great justice. Okay, I can't skip any of this. I mean, I don't know if any of that, like, additional stuff from that character designer's doujin was ever intended for the game, or if it was literally all just stuff they came up with in their head. Indeed, space women. Like, I'm assuming, you know, you never know, but I'm assuming that a bunch of that stuff about Mew was, not what was intended by anyone, except probably the person who drew her, so... Yeah, there was a message option earlier, and maybe I should have gone in there and turned that shit up. Can I fast forward this? I can't believe they don't let you skip it. I'm pressing all the buttons. It's just going. It's just going! Is there at least like a translation for this? Blade fan translation. See, this is where it would really come in handy. For the game to keep running. Okay, yeah, there is one. Do I have that? Because it feels like it'd be useful. It doesn't look like I do. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, when you go to load a game and then cancel out, it's already unloaded the game in this emulator. I'm starting to not like this emulator. I'm gonna have to find something better for next time. Hold on. If we're gonna have to start that over, I'm at least gonna try to grab that fan translation, because you know. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. For some reason it's kind of freezing up. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe this game's cursed because my emulator froze. Okay, just a sec. Good grief. What Mega Drive emulator do all of you use? Because it looks like I'm gonna need one. For such a long time, I was still just using Fusion, which is ancient. Okay, I don't know if there's something wrong with the translator ROM or something, but it just makes the entire emulator lock up. It keeps like unfreezing and then freezing again, which is just super cool. Like I've got regen somewhere, and that was working decently, but like the way you bind controls and stuff was just really annoying. Because it's got this really dated way of doing it that causes that issue where, like, because you have a controller with analog triggers, it just immediately, like, interprets every single thing that way. Okay, we're gonna come back to that game. I'm just gonna move on to the next one right now. I'll try it in a different emulator at the end, because I just don't want to freaking deal with this right now. Next game's called DJ Boy. It's a DJ and a boy too. You'd think something called DJ Boy would have like music front and center, but something go wrong with my audio? Okay, now there it is. There's just no sound there. Well, okay then. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to make that work for you, D-Bomb. This also seems familiar. Did we play a version of this or something similar to it? We're just playing all of these games in quick succession, just melting my brain. Oh, dude! Understood that reference. Roller City Ransom. Yeah, beat the hamburger out of dude because America. Yeah, America, Jindas. Hamburger, Tabiru. Credit card, oh, Chicago. On the beach. Oh my god, he's tiny. Who was that tiny dapper man? Who is this lady with the explosives? I can't do anything about her. She's in the tram. Whoa! Oh my god, what the fuck? Tiny man is back, and he has brought his wife. Oh my god. Is this amazing? Oh god, she's got good jump kicks, I'll give her that. No! One life? No continues? Oh man. I was just getting into it. And I'm already on easy mode. I assume this is an arcade port. That's the only way this makes sense. It slide across the asphalt. They must have lubed up their tummies real good. There's like an arc going on with this small man. He keeps coming back. Oh no, there's so many of them. Oh, they just spawned in. Oh, there's a punch. I've just been pressing the one button this whole time. See, that's why you don't put anything important on A. I just forget it exists. Out of here. I have a hard time damaging her. Oh my god, look at those kicks! Disciple of Chunner's over here. I gotta free. Just gotta touch her real quick and go. Oh my god. Oh god, not the donuts. Man, that's hard. I want to know what happens next, but I can't because I'm not good enough. Ah. Next game's called Whip Rush. Oh. In 222 AD, war was beginning. The meta had swung back over to colonizing being good, actually. But the people on the planets that they were trying to colonize did not agree. Less than a week after the incident. And then they show up. Oh no, they're targeting Earth! These colors are kind of ugly. Look at the rainbow engine! Oh god, flashing lights. I'm glad I put that in the title. Oh, that was really egregious. The invasion of the Voltagians! Okay, we have a laggy menu, that's a good sign. Speed shot option, okay, we go. Something like that going on. That is a zig though, right? Look at that, it is a zig. For great justice! Whee! Drive out the intruders. Man, I don't know how to feel about like power-ups that like keep changing what they are like that. Because half the time I'm like, oh, I want to get that, and then it changes right as I'm getting it. Whoa. Ultra wide. This boss turns your world into Darius for moments at a time. Am I damaging him or not? I can't really tell. Like, I must be. I don't see any like specific spot to hit. Okay, there we go. Okay, you don't die from one hit. That's good to know. It'd be nice if there was an indicator of that, though. I could feel like in the heat of the moment, you might not realize, like, how many hits you have. See it happen again! Oh god, they're coming. Yeah, I like adjustable speed, because, you know, it's another thing to think about, but I like the added control. Compared to something like Gradius, where it's like, okay, you can keep getting speed upgrades, you can keep choosing to have those, but, you know, if the circumstances change, you might be, like, too fast to deal with something. The Dick Fleet is really getting in my way. Let's see these guys again. Whoa! Ooh! That pattern is immediately harder. Oh god. Oh, okay. That's background. Oh, you got me with the butt shot! Damn, dude. Do we gotta start over the stage? Ah. This is pretty good, though. It's pretty good. If I get another M, will I get stronger? Doesn't seem like it. This music kind of seems like it's like part of a Toho boss theme. Can anyone else hear that? Oh, jeez, I'm doing way worse now. I hope the music just kind of picks back up after that. It's pretty cool. They have that little transition in there. Oh. Not super fond of losing my power-ups when I get hit immediately though, but I guess that's the trade-off for having multiple hits for life. Whoa. Oh god. Don't like boxing myself in. What? Ah, I hate when that happens. Oh god, what the hell is this gun? Oh my god! Okay, I hate that. But this game seems pretty badass. I've never heard of it before, but I like me some good shoot 'em ups, so. But of course, immediately after that, whoa! Game strategy algorithm, whoa! I think I just got hypnotized into liking Mahjong. Woo, woo, woo. Yup, it's Mahjong. Seems like a pretty generic version of it.
What the hell's different this time?
I don't know, not a lot. I think I was able to like take that, but I guess I pressed the wrong button. I don't know.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah. It's even by Mahjong standards, that's a little boring. Telltale Mahjong. Well, you can go tell it to fuck off. Anyway, we just kind of ignore that because we're playing another shoot 'em up, Thunder Force 3. I'm pretty sure this is a good one. Oh, choose. Mako, thanks for the raid. What were you up to? I should add one of those bot things where it like tells you. Welcome everyone. For anyone who's unfamiliar, I'm Rosie McDamsel. I am a cat girl, but my cat ears are hidden as a power limiter. I play a whole lot of different games. A lot of them are old ones. And right now I'm doing my SMD Roundup, which means I'm slowly trying out every single game on the Mega Drive, aka Genesis, Mako's a masochist? Relatable. And also, I know, I mean, I watched Mako play Bubsy. What? Thank you for the follow! Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is on one of the mini consoles. Because I'm pretty sure I've played a bit of this. And also, I'm just generally familiar with Thunder Force's, like, those games with awesome soundtracks. God damn. That escalated quickly. Okay, gotta learn how to deal with... Excuse me, that's rude! Playing GoldenEye 007 for the first time on OG hardware. Does the world feel weirdly fluid now? Fluent? It's a joke about the frame rate, is what I'm saying. It's kinda cool. What was that noise? Whoa! Look at this! Oh, God. What happened? Can you not touch the ground? I don't know what killed me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, this one doesn't mess around. But man, it feels good. God. Oh, fuck. Oh, what the? Man, okay. Okay, the one thing that I'm gonna complain about is don't put stuff in the foreground. Don't put stuff in the foreground in your shoot 'em ups. Shoot 'em up games are hard, fun and hard. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna, third time's the charm. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, I mostly can't deal with N64 games because I was a PC gamer growing up, and I quickly learned, like, really specifically, like, oh, okay, a higher frame rate is what I want, because, you know, you'd have, like, your settings, and, you know, the graphics card we had at the time would be, like, you'd play, like, Quake, and it'd be like, oh, you can have this setting that has, like, smoother, sharper graphics, or you can have this one that's really smooth. Oh, Jesus. Man, I really can't fuck around with this game. But you know, I nearly beat a Toho on stream, so really, I just gotta lock in. Okay, somehow made it through that. You can go ahead and get the fuck out of here. I see you down there, you bastard. I shouldn't lose that missile weapon, because that would be tremendously useful right here. Okay. What the fuck, the explosion? I mean, I guess that stands to reason, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That's... I like when you can shoot the enemy projectiles. That's fun. Oh, we got a purple sky up in here. I'm kind of hoarse today. I hope I'm not getting sick. Noth has been sick with just like a lot of like throat problems, and I don't want to catch that, so. Emergency! Whoa! He just whips that up. That was the wheel whip rush. Okay, a lot of memorization required for this game, I guess. Let's look at chat now that I'm not playing a shoot 'em up. It's funky, but I liked it. I have the game my first session here, then until I break out of jail mission took me like 40 minutes. I've not played that much GoldenEye, precisely because, like I said, I can't deal with those N64 frame rates on most games. I had an N64 for a while, and my favorite game was F-Zero X, because it actually runs at 60 FPS. It's like playing Gradius, R-Time, a bunch of other shooters. 56th generation mood lately, thinking of doing Dreamcast and N64 stuff for a bit. I've been playing some PS2 games, specifically Dragon Ball, because I'm just on my Dragon Ball obsession right now. Twin Hawk is the next game, and that sounds like it's also a shoot 'em up. So, well, yeah, total plan up in here. It's not gonna get any easier, eh, man? Rep it on, please. I like that easy is the default. But yeah, I have been, like, for some reason, trying to 100% Budokai 2. And I don't have a good reason for that. It's just what I do now. Whoa. We're getting all cinematic up in here. I really like when shoot 'em ups just have, like, a... Whoa, I have a whole fleet? I like when they get kind of cinematic. Because, you know, the inherently arcadey nature makes it hard to really tell much of a narrative through words. And, you know, there are games that pull it off, but, you know, you either have to stop the action or you have to, like, be really specific about how you do this to not distract the player from the actual gameplay while this is going on. So when they're able to just use the environment and music and things like that, yeah, that's pretty rad. Okay, I don't really have a whole lot of control over my my helper dudes, so I think it's kind of inevitable that they're gonna get shot down. Oh my god, they just killed themselves? Or did they get shot down in a way that I can see, or did they just kamikaze? Yeah, but, like, you know, Budokai 2, I was always kind of like... I like the exclusive stuff it has. I think that's really charming. But its single player is so butt. And it's still got a little bit of the jank from Budokai 1, even though the fighting is drastically improved. That it's just like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this. But then eventually I found out, like, you know, once you've done Dragon World once, you're already kind of loaded up on capsules and stuff, and you figure out, like, this how the stages work, so you can just kind of, like, optimize it. That still doesn't excuse having played 30 plus times to unlock everything, but, you know, you can switch it up, grind world tournaments for 5 billion years so you can get 100% capsules because of the stupidly overpriced Bulma costume capsules. And do Bobbity's spaceship. that noise is not good. Okay, they all came back, so I don't know. Maybe I am supposed to, like, try to keep these guys around for as long as possible. I'm not really sure how I would be able to shoot everything quickly enough to do that. Okay, yeah, they get shot down. But yeah, since I was on such a Dragon Ball kick, I was kind of just like, oh, I'm gonna casually play through a bunch of these games. And then for some reason on Budokai 2, like, I just clicked, and I just started, like, really getting to that grind. Which is a lot better than when I was streaming it, where, you know, that probably also helped. Having done it before, I actually kind of understood how Dragon World works, because it doesn't explain shit. Damn. Like, the fact that, you know, it's constantly got, like, the control help at the bottom, but it doesn't tell you, oh, select your unit and then press this button to dig for Dragon Ball is inexcusable. I would not recommend marathoning the Budokai games. I think you should take your time on that. Prince of Persia Sands of Time and playing Ratchet 1-2. I've never played a Ratchet game. I've played a good bit of Sands of Time. I've tried beating it twice, and both times I just kind of fell off it. First time because I just wasn't good at it, and if there's certain things you can't do good with the combat, you just get stuck forever. And the second time is actually on an early stream of mine. It's Collins. Oh. Wait, why is it in Japanese? It says it's world version, so I don't know why it's in Japanese. I guess maybe my emulator settings are in Japanese and it's one of those ROMs that like automatically like adjusts. Preferred Japan. Yeah, it does say preferred Japan. Okay, I'll change that because I don't know if there's any other games where that's gonna get us in trouble. But yeah, second time it just kind of ended up being like, oh, I don't feel like this is aged all that great. But, you know, that's me. And it makes me sad, because Prince of Persia 1 is one of my favorite games. I've kind of clowned on Columns in the past, but, like, I don't know, it's alright. Nothing really wrong with it. I do like this prog rock ass music. Combo. But given a choice, I'd rather play Puyo or Panel Upon or something. And like, I don't remember why I used to just be like, oh man, freaking Columns, don't get too exciting now. Because it's fine. I don't know. Sins of youth. I had a lot of stupid opinions. Once upon a day. Puyo ever done a crossover with Kirby? Not as such, but the first Puyo Puyo's SNES port was re-themed into a Kirby game for international audiences because Americans can't handle cute things, except when they're Kirby, I guess. But Kirby is really hardcore actually, and we know that because he's always frowning in America. Of course, Sega got the most hardcore theming in the West for that, which was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I'm losing. That's not good. That's bad. Oh shit, why'd I do that? I just started to panic. I've actually not played any of the Column sequels. I've only ever played the original because it was on Sega Smash Pack. The PC version. I gotta specify so people don't think I was introduced to classic Genesis games through the horrible emulation on a Dreamcast. But yeah, it's weird how they used to be like, the Sully's puzzle games, we gotta retheme them. And then they would still choose something cute, but I guess Kirby and Yoshi are acceptable. And Dr. Robotnik, the cutest character. But then as soon as you like introduce like cute girls, it's immediately just like, no, you can't do that! The boys will all get cooties, and then where's their customer base gonna be? Man, what is with the sinister introduction for the Ghostbusters up in here? Ghostbusters! I gotta do it. I've never played this, but I hear this is like the good one, so... Oh my god. That's not Bill Murray, that's Loki. Ghosts have appeared in my home. That sounds like a job for us. Right now, I'm living in an apartment. When I woke up this morning, the place was full of water. You gotta call your landlord for that shit. You start a plumbing business called the Ghostbusters. Look, yeah, we were exercising your plumbing ghosts. Ghosts love being in pipes. Oh god. Oh my god, that is some genocide. Can you guys not jump? They just jump the instant you try to do that. That's very annoying for the first enemy in the game. Also, what is this apartment building? Does it come with a dungeon? Oh god. Okay, so I get no time to ease into this. Yeah, they never have Ernie Hudson in the Ghostbusters games. Except, like, maybe the one with the Xbox one. I don't know, I've never played it. But that one seemed to be, like, actually trying to be, like, Ghostbusters 3, but it's a video game. God. I mean, the 8-bit one was also missing Ernie Hudson, so... I mean, not that you can really identify specific Ghostbusters, but, you know, you can identify Winston, so... It's not hard to see which one they omitted. Jesus Christ, dude. Give me a break. Oh, someone did like a fan remake of like the Castlevania like Java phone game as like a proper Castlevania. It's still like a work in progress. Like I think you can beat it, but it's just kind of jank and the controls aren't super great yet. I played a bit of it and the whip was just like really slow. So I left a comment about like, hey, this is cool. Whip's really slow. And then they were like, yeah, you know, it gets faster when you get an upgrade, but, like, I agree, I'm trying to fix it. So, that's gonna be a thing to keep an eye on, because even though we're gonna get a new official Castlevania is just, like, one of those things where it's just, like, good fan games are just gonna be really good, you know? It's like Mega Man or Sonic. Yeah, I can't really say I'm feeling the hype on this one. Oh. That's familiar. So you can tell they're really in New York. Can I... Okay, alright. I was like, is there something down there, or... Encounter! Suddenly an RPG. Oh god. Did this ghost just like possess shards of ice and put them together? Did it just do... It just seemed like I did like a twin shot, because I guess I just like changed my aim really quickly. Oh, we're doing the Frost Walrus shit. I see. Whoa, what the fuck? That was unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is that great. Wait, is chat not scrolling? Okay, it is. No. I thought it was missing chat, but it was just being weird. Twitch chat has been like that lately, where the scrolling is just kind of weird and off. Anyone else notice that? Alright, 3 more games on today's batch. First we have Budokan, the Martial Spirit. You know, sometimes I forget that Budokan is indeed a fighting arena. It's in the name. But you know, you always think of like concerts being at the Budokan, so... I was one bad dude. You get that way growing up where I did. Poor side of town, back alleys and dark streets. It was just another weekend brawl when he found me. The sirens were closing in when I felt his firm hand on my shoulder and jerked me into a doorway. You fight like a headless chicken, he said. Buzz off, old man, I hissed. But there is potential here. He pointed to my heart. Are you really prepared to walk the path of the warrior? Dude, you approached me. Warrior this! I snapped as I swung my fist at his head. There was a quick blur, and the next thing I remember I was picking myself off the pavement. The old man stood calmly. I do not offer this to you this out of pity, he scolded. I owe a great debt to your father. It is for him that I give you this opportunity to join my dojo. Dojo? What dojo? Tobikoryu Dojo. But I warn you, the way is long and difficult. You will be sorely tested, both mentally and physically. But perhaps one day you will represent us with honor at the Budokan. I wiped the dirt from my sleeves and turned to watch the cops drag my buddies off to jail. Okay, I said. Why not? There's nothing for me here. The path of the true warrior is simple. Apply yourself with all your heart. I mean, that's what they told me for my freaking high school exams too, and we'll just, I don't know. I couldn't do that. Okay, look at the smooth walk. First, you must learn to walk smoothly if you are to go to the Budokan. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, you can't walk, only hop. Is that normal? Supposed to play this like a Chinese vampire? Okay. How do we get out of practice? Because I don't think this is gonna help me. Like pushing start just pauses the game, it looks like. Because now I can't move. So, what do I do? Cool game! Hoi! 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 The path of the warrior involves you shouting, Hoi! I'm just stuck here. It's a freaking Genesis game, so like, there's not that many buttons to try. That seems like a bit of an issue. not having a button to go back to the menu and try something else. Like, basically, if you pick practice, you've lost. You gotta start over now. Oh, I gotta wait. Maybe I gotta, like, I don't know. There's like a stamina meter going on. So, I don't know, maybe that means something. Maybe if it runs out, I'm allowed to leave. Okay, you gotta run out of stamina. Good shit. Practice room kind of cozy. Yeah, you could post that on like a Blue Sky account or something. Just be like, cozy places in video games. Oh, we've got a key meter now. How do we do the Kamehameha? How do we do solar flare? That ought to help me out. Oh my god, look at the MS-DOS ass font. I'll get you! So dumb. Fucking. Oh my lord. Oh my god, this is so unresponsive. Just holding up my controller so you can really hear me press those buttons. Okay. No, I didn't want to. No! I didn't want to do it again. Even the menu stiff. Even the menu stiff. This next game's called eSWAT, City Under Siege. Oh, it's Airwolf again. Ultra Ear Programmer. Are they like trying to simultaneously do the credits and the like fucking specs for this robot policeman?
eSWAT.
Whoa. eSWAT. eSWAT what? He's what? eSWAT. Okay. Guard Silent City. Ah, that's where they were having that boxing tournament. Thought it was gonna be a robot man. I'm just a man. Yup. Yeah, controls alright. Pretty good stuff, I guess. Like it's kind of generic. I don't have a lot to say right now, but I've played games that tried to do this that were really bad, so, you know. I gotta praise it for not just completely sucking shit already, so. Whoa. Someone's shooting me from over there. That's a bit crummy. Gotta leap in there and get your ass kicked to proceed. Got like a Gradius thing going on at the bottom. Did I just go back to the beginning by accident? Maybe that's why that jump was weird. It's because you're not supposed to do that. Enemies just come back. This jump's not terribly useful, I gotta say. I love how you shoot a bullet between them and then they just fucking... There's just a big fucking explosion. Like, you'd think you'd go up here, but... You can't, I guess. I gotta find a way. Yeah, okay, so... There's gotta be some way to do that. It's the only way it could possibly go. Unless you can go down. No, of course not. Because that would be silly. Wait, can I rewind now? Does that work? Yeah, you can. Okay. Kinda dig the music. Okay. Trying to see if there's like a high jump thing going on. But I don't think there is. So I don't know how you're supposed to proceed. Oh, what? Okay, let's look at that again. What the fuck? That is not intuitive at all. Like, why would I think I can do that? My jump doesn't actually reach. Yeah, that's a drop that normal man cop can survive her. How do we, okay. He had that Sonic Superstars thing going on where he's just like, no, you can't hit me yet. You gotta wait. Oh my god. Oh, hello. He's just waiting for me off screen. Nice if you could shoot diagonal, but... He just tries to sneak up on you. Fucking cyber helicopters, just like, oh, I got you now, John Cop Man. I died. It's like a little hokey, but it's just kind of like, yeah, this is just kind of video game. Can't always take it for granted that you're gonna get something where it's just like, yeah, you look at it, you hear it, you see it, you play it, that's a video game. Is he waiting off screen again? Yeah, there he is! He just waits for you, what the fuck? It's a real, like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Energy. It looks like I should be able to get like more weapons or something or other, because it's a shot down there, but I don't have anything. He just jumps. Completed. Mission completed. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of rad. I like it. Oh, it became a chief. I gotta defeat this guy. Okay, when do I become a robot though? Infiltrate cyber prison. Like, is there like a way to do that I'm missing? Is there like power-ups? fuck is this prison? Ah! It's pretty cool. Last game. Last game is Phelios. And longtime viewers of the show will know about this game. Obviously, this port cannot really live up to the arcade version. And we'll be seeing that. But, I don't know, we'll see if it's still just like, you know, like, yeah, let's just shoot him up. You could play that. Here she is. It says she's changed into rock, but, like, she's not, though? We'll see. It's, like, I don't know if that's... there's some weird translation thing there, but that's not true. Whoa! A site, huh? The story of each chapter. Wait, can I just... What do you mean? These aren't... What... Can you just, like, read the plot here? What the fuck? I thought I was gonna get, like... difficulty and lives and controls, you know, things like that. You can literally just read the story blurbs for the levels? What the fuck? Okay, let's play it. Oh, here's where it's got the... Yeah. The arcade did this too. But we're not gonna play that far anyway, so we might as well go on novice. Alright. Doesn't start off looking too bad. It seems like, you know, like a decent, like, Genesis demake of the arcade right here, but I've seen other parts of this port that are not like that, so... You can get the arcade version of this on Switch and PS4 in Arcade Archives. And it's a good game, so check it out. This already feels easier than the arcade version, though. And not just because I'm on Novice, because I played that on Novice too, and it was already plenty hard. Beam! Whoa! So there's like voice samples just like in the arcade, but you know, a lot of people couldn't really make sample playback very good on the Genesis, so it's really scratchy and you can barely hear what's being said. And we'll see more of that later, because I've seen the cutscenes in this version. And they have problems. Where'd my beam go? I like the beam. My beam back. So you can't have rapid fire because there's a charge shot in this. Yeah, obviously you don't get like the crazy scaling effect that really makes it feel like you're going up high. But yeah, anyone who's seen my old stream of the arcade version, you will know about that goddamn lava skull level. And I've seen footage of that, and it seems like, you know, they were so unable to do all that, that there's just like very little there, but I don't know. There we go, now the game starts being hard. And all my stuff's gone. That's not good. I needed that. Oh, do we like unstone her by defeating Medusa, but then she's still captured? Is that how it is? I don't remember that being a thing in the arcade, but I don't know. God damn it! I will not be defeated by the first boss! Come on! Stop screwing around, Rosie. Man, that ricocheting messes me up. Oh god. That was close. I know we screw around too much.
I'm being held in the temple. Save me, quickly.
Excuse me, what are you saying? You know, if they just gagged her, then that would make sense. They could mask the fact that the sample playback is really low quality. Because you'd be like, oh, that's why I can't understand her. You just gotta think outside the box when you have to work with weaker hardware, you know? But yeah, this doesn't seem like a terrible version of the game, but like... Did she have green hair? No? I don't know what you're thinking of. She was always blonde. I assume you're thinking of a different game and a different girl. Yeah! No freaking depth bomb bullshit here. You just get blasted from any altitude. You could be on the ground, you could be in the air, you're not safe from Apollo! Kidnap my girl, you get in trouble. Don't worry, they're not related in this setting. It's cool. It's cool. What the? Oh my god! It doesn't turn the music off. So if the note hasn't been ended, that's fucking crazy. Oh man. That's a little embarrassing. Alright, that's all of that. I'm gonna load up a different emulator real quick and see if I can get that Blade thing to work. And I don't think I'll do more of Phantasy Star 3 right now, because I'm hungry. And, I'll probably at some point do playthroughs of the Phantasy Star series anyway, so. Oedipus was a thing. I'm not even gonna go into the multiple ways that What was I doing? Alright. Your PC is too weak to emulate the DS? Damn. I guess it's a good thing you do so much, like, original hardware stuff. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Okay, yeah. This immediately works. Moving adventure! Wasn't there like a whole freaking title scroll? Did they just take that out so they could put their localization credits in? That's messed up. Okay, can I... Okay, it's not showing my freaking controller, which is a problem. Yeah, this has like this fucked up key binding thing that doesn't work good. It just like goes through them all immediately. Probably because my DualSense is plugged in. Even though... Okay, now it's still doing it. Okay, so that doesn't work. Do I have a third emulator I can try? Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna find something. I'm gonna find a better emulator next time. And then hopefully we won't have any more of that. Good thing I've already forgotten this. Rosie's brain. Wosie's brain. I like when Wooly calls me Wozy. I also like that one time that it was Wowie. But, you know, it looks like Wowie, so people were like Dr. Wowie? And I'm like, no, it's Wowie. It's Wowie Playgood. Yeah, you could spell it like that, I guess. But, like, okay, first of all, Oedipus didn't want to fuck his mom. He did that by accident, and then he was like, oh god. But yeah, people always get really scandalized by Philios, because it's like, oh my god, they brought her sister, but also just because she's, like, tied up, and, you know, you get to see that between every level, and, like, so many people are like immediately like you can Google this game, right, and it'll get so many reviews that are immediately like, this is problematic, but then also they'll put like, you know, the picture of her chained up front and center in their thumbnail, which is just awesome microcosm hypocrisy right there. Now, me, I don't think that that's problematic because it's not real. They didn't actually kidnap a girl and chain her up. It didn't happen. And yeah, you know, there was probably some element of like, you know, some people will be into this. And I am. So, this rules. Give these people a rants game to reframe the perspective. Didn't they put rants on Steam? Like, and presumably it's censored and you'd have to patch it, but like, oh man. I love the idea of rants on Steam. Honestly, if there was a platform I could use to play like Eroge, you know, to like stream those, I totally would. Because there are some that would be really funny to stream. But no, I can't do that. I can't show boobs on Twitch. Oh, hey, Yuzu. I'm due to give Rance another shot. I was too prude first time. Yeah, you know, we all get our character development as we age. There were a lot of things I used to like be like really uptight about or think myself too cool for, and then, you know, I could this Pornhub have a streaming feature. I don't know. I've never needed to find that out. Oh man, I mean, I have my own like private streaming setup thing. I guess I could use that, but it doesn't have a chat. It doesn't have a chat. Like we used to have like an IRC like browser applet for it, and then whoever was running that put a freaking Bitcoin miner in it, so I had to get rid of it. Oh yeah, Picardo might work. They have an adult category for art, so. And I do, you know, it would be nice to, like, give the old Picardo some love every now and again, because that's where I started. Because I was doing art streams, and then it was like, let's play some games. Let's be a VTuber. And then I did all that, and then I came to Twitch, so. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah. This has been a really fun stream. I kind of don't want to sign off even though I'm out of games to play. Because I really enjoyed having you all in chat. There were some fun games. There were some confusing ones. But Yeah, it's cool. And, you know, Mako, thanks for the raid. I hope that everyone who joined in via Mako enjoyed the Rosie thing. What do I have up here? There's something up here that's like invisible. What is that? Just this random thing off screen, and even if I drag it on screen, it's still invisible, and I don't know what it is. Oh, is that? I think that's Noth's thing, but the program's not on, so it's tiny. And yeah, Yuzu, always good to see you. Wooly, Eve, D-Bomb, Alcazor, Tojiko-san, thank you for following again. And everyone who was lurking. Chaotic Claw, thank you for showing up. Just scrolling up, that's why I'm going in this order. Eve is, of course, right there with all the plugs, you know. Being on my Discord is there's always fun voice hangouts and things there. Check out my album, I worked really hard on it. That's kind of all I got for now, and it is about dinner time, and I'm hungry, so it's probably about that time I should sign off. But I hope to see you again. I should be back on Sunday.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Yeah, I should be back on Sunday with more Shining Force CD, probably in the evening, but, you know, still kind of trying to figure that whole thing out, because I always got a thing on Sunday, and, you know, it do be like that. But generally, you know, Thursday to Sunday are going to be, like, where Rosie streams may happen. Oh, I like that Tetris emoji. That's really cool. I don't know that channel, but that's like, fun emoji. I like that. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to tell your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here. Rosie rolling out! Hey, I did it without pausing in the middle and getting lost.